Amen.
So what are we talking about today? I don't know. Do you guys know what we're talking about today?
Sedated generation.
Yes, we're talking about a sedated generation. And not only about a sedated generation, but we're also talking about the end of time. So let me ask you this question. Are you aware that we're living in the end of time? Est-ce qu'on connaît vous connaissez que nous le dernier moment? Right? So, how do you identify the signs of the end of time? Qui signe que Jésus bon nous pour nous connaître que dernier temps venu? You see, a sedated generation would not know these signs because their mind is not, there's no activity.
Amen.
Right? So the theme of this sermon is a sedated generation. And before we could talk about this, we have to know, what does a sedated generation mean? What does it mean to be sedated? Do you guys know? Yes. Okay, definition. Sedation is the reduction of irritability or agitation. One result of sedatives is to slow down brain activity. So the function of sedation is to make you comfortable and calm. So sometimes when you're about to get surgery, they'll give you sedatives. So that way you could be calm and collected and you could be comfortable, right? So they sell sedatives in stores. And one side effect of sedatives is that it can be highly addictive, right? And sedation is the depression of one's awareness to the environment and reduction of his or her responsiveness to external stimulation. So let's look at this generation. I'm telling you, we're living at the end of time, but they're unaware that they're living on the end of time because they're too comfortable. That's one side effect of sedation. Because we're too comfortable, there's earthquakes happening, there's false prophets coming to tell us the bad news, but we're not aware of these signs because why? Exactly. So what are the signs that Jesus tells us? In Matthew 24, verse 3 to 8, it states, Jesus answered, "Watch out that no man deceives you, for many will come in my name claiming I am the Messiah, and will deceive many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nations will rise against nation, and the kingdom against kingdom. There will be famine and earthquakes in various places." So what are the signs? First, there'll be false prophets. There are people that will come to you claiming that they're the Messiah, but that is false. A sedated generation would not know this because they don't know their word. God says, "My people know my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." That's according to John 10, verse 27 to 28. So sometimes people come to you and they're telling you that Jesus wants you to do this. But Jesus called you to read your word so that you could test the spirit.
Amen.
Right? So, gende moun kap vini, e pi ap di ke yo Messian, ke Jésus a vini nan jou sa. Mais Jésus dit que faut connaître la Bible pour tester l'esprit ça. Right? Not only are there false prophets, but there will be earthquakes. Last time when I preached, one time we talked about generation in crisis. I talked about how the Amazon is burning. But recently, not only was the Amazon burning, but Australia was burning, right? So it's like it's happening really quickly. Not only is there earthquakes, but there's nations against nations, right? Just recently, President Trump decided to kill a general. And let me tell you something that was really ironic about this. They decided to kill a general, and all over my Twitter feed, there were memes and there were jokes about, oh, we're about to enter World War III. But what we don't realize is that I'm not telling you to be alarmed. I'm not telling you to go run for the hills. But what I'm telling you is to change your behavior. Get uncomfortable. Because the reality is, if we're too comfortable, we become desensitized to the times.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
If this war's going on continuously, it's like we don't care. But God is telling you, fix yourself because I am near.
Amen.
Right?
That's good.
So what else can we say? The world has a bad habit of not learning from itself. Right? We fought a war de guerre, mais ka guerre kape vini konya la. Mais ça va dire pour comprendre que les gens ne pas apprendre from habitude. They don't learn from their past habits. It just goes on a circular motion. But I challenge you. Romans 12 verse 2 says, do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will. So what am I telling you? To not be comfortable. To not be comfortable. Why is it important not to be comfortable? Because when you're comfortable, your mind can't change. L'autre fois confortable, habitude ou pas qu'à changer. Jésus a pris l'autre pour qu'à changer habitude. Ça vrai? Parce que le monde, y a volé bombe tout côté, mais et puis après à maison a boulé. Pour qui ça l'a boulé? Parce que on voyait trop bombes. Right? You're throwing too much bombs in the street. Right? We have missiles, we have all of this, but now we see climate change. We see people dying of heart attacks, they're dying of young age. Why is that? You have to learn from your past actions. So this, the word says, Jesus came to the world, not to condemn it, but to save the world through him. Why did God come to the world? To save us. To save us from what exactly? Right? From ourselves, from our comfortability, from our traditions. La Jésus était venu dans le monde là, pour qui ça était venu parce que nous étions trop confortables. Nous étions trop dans la tradition. The Pharisees, they were well intellectual beings. They knew the Bible in and out. But they were too focused on traditions. Jesus, the Messiah, came and they did not recognize him. Right? So I want to challenge you today. If Jesus comes today, will you recognize him? Or would you be too focused on traditions? Right? So one point I want to show you guys is comfortability and dysfunction. I feel like this generation, we're comfortable in our dysfunction. Even though it's bad, we find enjoyment in it. Like, let's take example. We have comfort friends. You get some qui va nous comfort, right? Even though they're not good for us, we like them because they're a yes men. You get some qui pas bon pour nous, mais nous aimons parce qu'il y a toujours dit nous oui. Ça fait? Oh, should I do this? Yes. Should I do this? Yes. If I don't do no. Right?
Amen.
Not only that, but we have comfort food, right? We always want to eat comfort food. They're not good for us. They give us love handles. But we always want to eat it, right?
Fried chicken.
Right? We always want to eat fried chicken. Right? Manger un pas bon pour nous, mais nous toujours voulons manger parce qu'il fait nous confortables. Right? Not only that, but like stuff like depression. Sometimes we have this self-defeated attitude. And even though it's bad, we find comfort in it. Why? Jesus is telling you, I am at the door. Here's the door. Open the door. But you rather stay here and for what? I'm challenging you to be uncomfortable. Because this is what we do. We make excuses and we make false differentiations. Sometimes because we're comfortable, nous battons nous mentir. Nous disons qu'il y a un gros péché, il y a un petit péché, parce que comme ça nous fait ça parce que nous voulons confortable. Nous disons que si nous faisons petit péché ça, la coquille. Man, to God, at the end of the day, if you're sinning, you're rejecting God. Des fois péché, it could be a little white lie, it could be a big lie. You could have murdered somebody. But at the end of the day, it's still sin.
Amen.
It's still rejecting God at the end of the day.
Amen.
We like to make false differentiations, and we say that this is where I want to go. Right? Sometimes God comes not to give us comfort. He comes to disrupt us sometimes. Amen. And sometimes the devil comes to give us comfort. Right? Amen. So that little Sherry that we have, right? We have that little boo thing, and they give us comfort at night. They make us feel less lonely. No, that's the devil. Right? Sometimes we gotta be by ourselves. Sometimes God is gonna come and shake things up. Right? Sometimes we like to think that only the devil brings trouble. Stop giving the devil credit for what God is doing.
Amen.
Right? God is coming to shake you up because you're too comfortable. It's when you're uncomfortable you start changing. C'est là inconfortable vous commencez à changer. Ou pas changer la même place où il est. Right? So we entered the ministry and we were as babies. We started drinking milk, but we can't drink milk all the time. Guillaume l'a pour nous manger solide. Guillaume l'a pour nous manger un chicken, pour nous manger un poisson, ça fait? Nous pas qu'à boire chaque jour, right? So the main thing I'm trying to teach us is that we have to become uncomfortable. We have to be self-aware. And what's ironic about that is science proved to us that as human beings, we're very knowledgeable. We're the smartest things on earth. We have made inventions where we could go to China in like 13 hours. Sometimes it used to take us 2 years to travel. Now it just takes us hours. But in addition to being knowledgeable, we also have to develop our wisdom. We have to learn from experience. We have to sit under our parents and hear from them. Amen. We have to read the Bible and know what it says, right? We can't only depend on world knowledge. That's not going to get us anywhere, right? It's ironic because, like, take example, we're very self-conscious. We're very aware. If you put a human in front of a mirror, I know that is me. Si mettez en classe devant, ma reconnaître que ça c'est moi-même. Ça fait? Mais si vous mettez un chien devant une classe, la jappe, la fait ouf 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 parce qu'il ne connaît que ça c'est lui-même. Right? Men, I don't want us to only be woke in worldly values. I want us to be woke in God too. Amen. I want us to be woke not only in the tenant, like we're very woke in racism, like we're fighting the enemy, we're bringing down the government, right? But what about God? Are we woke in God? Right? Do we know God? Do we have an intimate relationship with God? Amen. Right? So I challenge us to be uncomfortable, to find our tendencies. It's not like you can't always be sad. Like sometimes we find comfort in being sad, being by ourselves. Like what is that? That is not normal. Exactly. It's not normal. It's not normal. Like if you want abs, right? I learned this week, right? Souffle quand tu gros bibi, right? You have to become uncomfortable. You have to start doing the planks. You have to start doing the sit-ups. And when you start doing it, you'll be uncomfortable. But as time goes on, you'll get better. And you can only reach new heights by being uncomfortable, by learning something new. So what do I want to leave you today? Right? Disclaimer, right? You know how the YouTubers do it, right? I'm not telling you, I don't know, right? The Mayans, they had a whole calendar, 2012, the world was going to end. I don't know. So, I'm here to tell you to change your attitude, to change your mind. Renew your mind. Read the Bible and then test yourself. Test yourself every step that you go. Ask God for direction and He'll surely be here. Amen. Amen.